If you wanna get with me, there's some things you gotta know. I like my beats fast and my...
Hey guys, what's going on? Rusa here bringing you another commentary today, and today we are playing Team Deathmatch on the map Array. Now, as you guys see here today, I'm using a semi-automatic assault rifle. That is the M14, and my perk setup is a little different than normal. So I have Hardline on, Warlord Pro on, and then I also have Marathon on as well, all pro perks. And, you know, the reason why I'm using Hardline is because the M14 is almost hard enough to get kills with as it is. So, you know, getting one less kill for a kill streak so you can get those, you know, the amount of kills that you get in the game up is really a beneficiary to using Hardline, which is the reason why I use it. Now, Hardline does make a difference. You know, like I've said before, the difference between 7 and 8 kills could be huge because at 7 kills you can get that Blackbird, which will eventually, you know, try to boost you up towards that 10 kill streak to get the dogs with Hardline on, or 11 even if you don't have it. So, you know, the difference between 1 kill is absolutely huge. But the main reason why I was pretty successful with this class was, you know, my use of Warlord. Now, Warlord is a perk where you can use 2 attachments on a gun when, you know, all the time. So, you know, I was using Warlord for one of 2 reasons. Now, like I said, the first reason was because you can use 2 attachments, and the second reason was really because, you know, I did really like the iron sight on the M14, so I definitely wanted a red dot or some sort of like ACOG or reflex, so I decided to go with a red dot. That's the sight that I'm most comfortable with, so I decided to go with a red dot. And I also had noticed that in the attachments section that there's a grip for this gun. Now, when I was first using it, I was using sleight of hand and steady aim, and really what I saw was when you shot this gun, the recoil went up. Now, when you would shoot, you know, when you shoot at a person, you really want to aim for like their chest area or the middle body, because if your gun does recoil up, or, you know, you get hit, it's going to go up to the head and you'll get a headshot. Now, normally, you know, when you use a gun, it'll either go to the right or the left or one of those, but the M14 actually recoils really high up. Now, the reason why I use the grip is because it reduces that recoil greatly. As you see here, when I shoot, the bullets shoot pretty straight, and the red dot stays relatively straight after every bullet that I shoot. So that's why I decided to go with Warlord Pro and have 2 attachments on this gun. It is the red dot sight and the grip. So if you guys are trying this out, I definitely suggest using the grip at least. Try using Warlord out because the sight on this gun is much better than the iron sight. I know that in Gun Game, in the High Roller playlist, and any wager match playlist, that's normally what I only use this gun on. I've never really used it on anything else until I tried to get a gameplay for you guys with it to show you how to really use it and show you how you can be good with it. So you know, I definitely would recommend using a grip on it, and try out a nice sight to use as well. So like I said before, this is a semi-automatic assault rifle, so this and the FAL are the only 2 semi-automatic assault rifles in the game, I believe. And you know, the assault rifle semi-automatics have, you know, greatly progressed throughout the game. You know, in Call of Duty 4, the FAL and the Galil, you know, those were like the 2 main guns in there, and I really like the Galil. A lot of people like to use it, and then came the invention of the rapid fire controller. Now, you know, I'm pretty, you know, indifferentiable about rapid fire controllers. They're good or they're bad. You know, I really don't have anything against them personally. You know, they do kind of get frustrating to play against, but Treyarch actually almost, you know, had a block on them by installing the fully automatic pistol, so everyone else had a chance. They did, you know, they did put the damage down on that fully auto pistol, very little bit, so it isn't that, you know, overpowering. So you know, I like how they did that because the rapid fire controller definitely makes everything fully auto. So if you have a fully automatic pistol attachment already for a gun, then, you know, it completely defeats the purpose of the rapid fire, and no matter if you have a controller or not, everyone will have a fully auto pistol. But the progression of the semi-automatic weapons, you know, I think has almost gone down rather, you know, throughout the games. Now, a lot of people like to use the Galil, especially in hardcore, in Call of Duty 4, I'd like to say, and a lot of people use the FAL as well. Now, the progression throughout these games, the FAL was actually pretty good in Modern Warfare 2. I'm not really sure if there's any other guns. I did try to use the FAL sometimes. It was a really nice gun, and a lot of people have really learned how to shoot the trigger faster. But since they put these rapid fire controllers out, the companies have been, you know, putting a ban on how fast people can shoot, which isn't really fair to the people who actually can shoot rather quickly, because the rapid fire controllers were getting out of hand. But they've definitely found ways how to even out the game for people who don't invest in a rapid fire controller. So the companies are definitely doing their job, and I really like that as well. Like I said, they put the auto pistol in this game, so it evens out. But the progression of the guns, I think, has almost gotten worse, because in this game the FAL is almost, it's a really strong and powerful gun to use, just as the M14 is, but they're really almost hard to use, and you don't see a lot of people using them in the game. Now, when I used to play Call of Duty 4 and when I used to play Modern Warfare 2, there's a lot of people who like to use the FAL or the G3. Now, in this game, like I said, a lot of people don't really use it. You're going to see, your basic guns, your FAMAS, your AK, your G11, your AK-74U, your MP5K. Those are really the basic guns that you're going to be seeing. Those are the guns that almost you have to use in order to even compete, because there's really no stopping power. So it matters on the bullet damage that the gun can do. Now, yes, that's true that the semi-automatic guns can, have a lot more bullet damage than normal guns, so they kill in 1 to 2 shots, but it's really difficult, especially in close quarters combat, to fire this gun. As you saw in some clips in this gameplay, when I was trying to hip fire, it was really difficult. I remember my third death, I believe, which is actually my final death. My third death, there was a guy who came running at me. Now, it was with a automatic assault rifle, it would have been much easier to try to defend that guy off, but since it is a semi-automatic assault rifle, and your gun only shoots as fast as your trigger finger can go, I guess you could say. And they did put a limit on it, so I guess you could only shoot as fast as the limit. It is kind of difficult to do that, especially when you're in a close quarters combat area. These guns are definitely meant for longer range combat. As you see here, I am keeping my distance between people. I'm not trying to run up towards them. I'm trying to get in a position where I'm on top, and I'm trying to get in the commanding position where I can see them before they can see me, and I'm able to execute with the assault rifle to perfection in order to kill them. Now, I am running low on ammo. That is a disadvantage of using hardline, and I don't end up shooting this guy here, but this guy's helicopter ends up cleaning the kill for the final kill, and I do end up going 30 and through the M14 guys. I would say it's a rather good gameplay, if I could say so myself. Playing with